It was a quiet afternoon in the Johnson household. Marcus Johnson, a hard-working father of two, sat at the kitchen table sipping his coffee, glancing at the clock. His 10-year-old daughter, Olivia, would be home from school any minute now. Ever since his wife passed away 3 years ago, Marcus had taken on both parenting roles, ensuring his children felt loved, safe, and protected. A few moments later, the front door creaked open, and Olivia stepped inside, her backpack hanging loosely over her shoulders. But something was off. Her usual bright smile was gone, replaced with a look of discomfort. She hesitated in the doorway, shifting nervously as she dropped her bag onto the floor. Marcus immediately noticed. "Hey, princess, everything okay?" he asked, setting down his coffee. Olivia bit her lip, her eyes darting away. "The bus driver did it again," she mumbled. Marcus's heart skipped a beat. He felt his grip tighten around his coffee mug. "Again?" His voice was calm but laced with an unmistakable edge of concern. She nodded, looking down at her hands. He wouldn't let me sit where I wanted. He said kids like me should sit in the back." A storm brewed behind Marcus's eyes. He took a deep breath, trying to steady his growing anger. "Did anyone say anything? The other kids? The teachers?" Olivia shrugged. "Some kids laughed. Some just looked away." Marcus clenched his jaw. His daughter was being singled out, treated unfairly, and no one was standing up for her. This wasn't just an isolated incident. This was the second time in the past month. The first time, he had spoken with the school, expecting them to handle it. Clearly, they hadn't. Not wasting another second, he reached for his phone and dialed 911. "911, what's your emergency?" Marcus took a deep breath, keeping his voice steady but firm. "I need to report an incident of racial discrimination against my daughter by her school bus driver. This is not the first time." The dispatcher's tone changed instantly. "Sir, can you explain what happened?" Marcus explained everything. The previous complaint, how the school brushed it off, and now yet again his daughter had been forced to endure humiliation at the hands of someone who was supposed to ensure her safety. "We're dispatching an officer to your location now," the dispatcher assured him. "We take these matters seriously." As he hung up the phone, Marcus turned to Olivia, kneeling in front of her. "Listen to me, baby. What he did was wrong. You deserve respect, and I'm not going to let anyone treat you like you don't belong." Tears welled in Olivia's eyes, but she managed a small nod. "You promise?" Marcus kissed her forehead. "I promise." Minutes later, a police car pulled up outside. Two officers stepped out, their expressions serious. Marcus stepped outside to meet them, determination written all over his face. As they listened to his story, one of the officers shook his head. "We'll be speaking to the school immediately. This won't be swept under the rug." Within hours, the school board was contacted. The bus driver was suspended pending an investigation, and the story spread throughout the community. Parents demanded action. The school had no choice but to implement stricter policies to ensure no child would be discriminated against again. A few days later, as Olivia stepped onto the school bus, a new driver greeted her with a warm smile. "Good morning. Sit wherever you'd like." She hesitated, glancing back at her father, who stood at the bus stop, giving her a reassuring nod. Taking a deep breath, she walked confidently to the front seat and sat down. Marcus watched as the bus pulled away, his heart swelling with pride. His daughter had faced something no child should have to, but she had also learned that she had a voice, and that her father would always fight for her. Some battles weren't won with fists, but with courage, persistence, and the unwavering belief that change could happen. And for the Johnson family, this was only the beginning of standing up for what was right. If you believe in fighting for justice, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more powerful stories like this.